Hey y'all. So, I've been thinking a lot about what President Donald Trump's legacy will look like. There's a lot of things you can point to. Um, from putting children in cages as a deterrent and separating them from their families uh, indefinitely, to making fun of wounded and killed veterans, calling them, you know, losers, as well as denying transgender patriots the opportunity to serve their country in the military after, dodging the draft 5 times because his feet were too rich to serve, to the border wall, which is non existent pretty much, and also the check from Mexico has yet to come in. We could point to his alliance and emboldening with and of, respectively, neo-Nazis, calling them very fine people, to his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein and everything that implies. If you wanted to, you could look at the fact that he paid more in hush money to a porn star than he did in his taxes, and then wrote off said hush money as non-taxable. You could point to Space Force. If you wanted to, you could point to the fact that he openly asked adversarial nations to hack into his political opponent's private server in the build up to the 2016 election. And then you could also look into the fact that he did the same thing in the form of essentially blackmailing an allied nation by threatening to withhold vital arms and supplies and money to defend against what might be one of the most adversarial countries to the United States and to the rest of the world, in exchange for maybe dirt on his political opponent in the 2020 election. You could look at his overlooking of Russian bounties against U.S. service members in Afghanistan. If you wanted to, you could look at the bogus trade war with China, which has done really nothing for either the U.S. economy or the United States power projection. You could look at, I don't know, his friendship with Kim Jong-un. Could be something you could look at. If you wanted to, look into his absolute mismanagement to the level of potentially, calculated intentional apathy towards the coronavirus pandemic, which has killed about 250,000 Americans. You could look at that as his legacy. But I think there's one thing that really serves as the fundamental legacy of Donald Trump's presidency. And all those are really good ones. And there are plenty more. But there's one. And not only does it serve as his legacy, it kind of serves as his administration's epitaph. And that, of course, is booking a fraudulent victory speech at the Four Seasons Total Landscaping, because the Four Seasons Hotel flat out rejected his ass, then acting like he meant to book the landscaping place in between a crematorium and an adult store the entire time, then sending Rudy Giuliani to make the fraudulent victory speech, then, while on live TV, showing Rudy Giuliani be informed that Joe Biden had been declared the winner of the election, and then watching Rudy Giuliani have a literal meltdown on live television. And then, on top of all of that, watching Donald Trump not say a goddamn thing, completely hide in his basement, except to tweet, and to also withhold funds to the transition. I think that's his legacy. Donald Trump's presidential legacy will go down, I think, as one word. One word can sum up the entirety of Donald Trump's presidential legacy, and that word is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Y'all have a great day.